When you sign up a new customer, do you ever wonder how much revenue you're going to be generating off of that customer over their lifetime with your business? My name is Tom Stewart for Cleaning Business Today. In today's daily tip, we're going to show you how to calculate the average lifetime value of a customer. We're going to do that by introducing four other key performance indicators, or KPIs for short. These are numbers that you can measure in your business on a regular basis that will give you insight as to how your business is performing, and you can use them to identify opportunities for improvement in your business. If you track these on a regular basis, you'll be able to use them in other daily tips we'll be sharing with you in the future. We're going to do this by using some numbers that are for illustrative purposes, but there will be a reasonable representation of what you would be seeing in a small cleaning company. We're going to assume that in this case for monthly revenue, we have a company that's doing $25,000 a month in revenue, and they're doing 208 jobs in order to get that revenue. So to calculate my average revenue per job, I'm going to take my $25,000 divided by 208. That's $120.19 a job. So my first KPI, average revenue per job, is just taking my revenue and dividing it by my jobs. Second KPI that we're going to introduce is customer turnover rate. In this example, we're going to assume that we've 5 customers a month, and we have a base of regular customers at 105. So I take my 5 divided by 105. That gives me 4.8%. So in this case, my average turnover rate is 4.8%. And for a house cleaning company, that's not unusual. I'm going to highlight 4 numbers here that we want to be tracking, because if I know these 4 numbers within my business, I can do all the other calculations I'm going to be showing you for the rest of this demonstration. We should know our monthly revenue. Hopefully we have an accounting package that would give us that, or some type of scheduling software. Likewise, scheduling software would give us our number of jobs. Lost customers, you might even want to track that on a whiteboard or just a notepad if your software doesn't do it. And you should have some way of knowing what your regular customers are. So if you have those, you can do these 2 calculations. You can also do this next calculation, which you're going to need to get average lifetime value, which is your average service frequency. That's the number of jobs you do over the course of the month, which in this example is your 208 divided by the number of customers, which is 105. You get a number of almost 2, which equates to a biweekly customer, which is usually the highest repetitive service frequency you're going to be finding in a house cleaning company. Fourth number you need is your average retention period, and that is the inverse of your customer turnover rate, or 1 divided by your 4.8%, or 21. That's 21 months. That means on the average, if you're losing 4.8% of your customers a month, that means on the average, your average customer stays with you 21 months. The next number you need is the average lifetime jobs, which is your average retention period times the number of jobs you do on the month in the average, which is 41.6. Now, your average lifetime value is the number of jobs on the average, which is 41, times the revenue per job, which is 120.19, $5,000. So in this illustration, if you're able to track monthly revenue, monthly jobs, total customers lost on a monthly basis, and total regular customers, you're able to calculate your average lifetime value of a customer. Knowing that number, it gives you some good insight as to what measures you would want to take to save an existing customer, or how hard you would want to work and how much money you would want to spend in advertising and sales to gain a new customer. Hope this is helpful. Please come back on a daily basis. You'll be getting a daily tip every day on Cleaning Business Today. Thank you.